Greetings, church. I hope you're all staying healthy. I want to take a few minutes here in the face of this pandemic and dig into a little of Paul's wisdom when he wrote to Timothy. But first, I want to encourage us to think and do like we always should, both and, not either or. In other words, we've got a crisis, and we should walk in faith and we should walk by faith. At the same time, we should exercise wisdom and be responsible in our actions, right? So when you're out shopping for food, you want to keep your 6-foot social distance. And if the opportunity comes up for you to minister to somebody, you exercise your faith and do it. But you don't invade their privacy so they don't panic and can't receive what you have to say. Okay? Anyway, Paul's very last letter, 2 Timothy, was to his son Timothy. It was the last letter he wrote in prison before he was beheaded. And he begins by commending Timothy in his faith and talks about his grandmother and his mother. And then he says this, he immediately goes into verse 6. For this reason, I remind you to fan into flame the gift of God, which is in you through the laying on of my hands with the elders. For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Now let me read it to you in the Amplified. For God did not give us a spirit of timidity or cowardice or fear, but he has given us a spirit of power and of love and of sound judgment and personal discipline, meaning the abilities that result in a calm, well-balanced mind and self-control. The point? God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. Those that have Christ don't have the spirit of fear. The implication is those that don't have Jesus are walking in the spirit of fear. And so what you have in society, now that's becoming the norm, is fear and panic. Does that make sense? Which brings us to this. Here it is. Gold today. Why people are hoarding toilet paper, I haven't figured out. I'm recording this from my little office in California here. I have yet to find paper on the shelves around here. It is what it is. In fact, it's so bad that on the black market on the street, you're getting $1 for one of these sheets. Oh boy. All right. Why do I bring that up? It's illustrative of the fact that people that are panicking have no perspective, they have no awareness, they're ruled by their fear, and they have needs that can't be met just by watching the news or buying toilet paper. Okay? That's where we come into play. Paul said to Timothy, fan into flame. In other words, when you fan it, the coal is already burning. There are embers. So we all have the gift. Fan into the flame the gift you have and use it. So the question is, during this crisis, am I living both and? Am I being responsible, keeping the 6-foot distance and all that? But am I using my gift? Am I exercising my faith by firing it up and giving it away to others? In other words, folks, where people are panicking, reach into that panic area. Let me explain. Another illustration. Paper towels, but not the roll, because I don't think in Southern California there is a roll. So what I did, I went online and I ordered a box of these. These are the trifold paper towels you would find in a restaurant. And I got 2,000 of them, 16 of these packets. And so I have gone around to my neighbors and I've said, hey, how you doing? Keeping my little distance. How are your supplies? How you doing for paper? Few of the folks are pretty short on toilet paper. I can't help them too much there. How are you on paper towels? Oh, we're out. We can't find any. I say, here you go. Well, how much? Oh, yeah. You don't owe me anything. Why are you doing this? I just want to help you. We're neighbors. It's a little way that I can bless you. What's happening there? I'm invading that area where they're fearful. It sounds crazy that we're panicking over paper, but it's reality. And it's getting me an opportunity to connect with them. And then this. All right. I have a neighbor 2 doors down. I went over to see him and I said, Wayne, how can I help you? What do you guys need? And I offered him paper towels, very grateful. And he said, we really like beans and we just can't seem to find any. They're seniors. They can't get out and fight the crowd. I said, don't worry about that, pal. So I went shopping, and sure enough, down at Ralph's, ton of beans, baked beans, pinto beans. I never knew there were so many kinds. Kidneys, reds, green, yellow, purple, mauve, whatever. So I bought him a bag full of cans of beans, took it over there, and he was so grateful. And he said, what do I owe you? I said, it cost me like $5. What are you talking about, man? We are neighbors. It's a privilege to bless you. And I said to him, look, if you need any work done on the house, let me know. I won't do it, but I'll talk to my son-in-law and have him do it for you because he would do it right. So what is all of this? I have become the street shepherd here on my little street by going door to door, not with toilet paper. If I did that, boy, I could start a church in the neighborhood. But with paper towels, with canned goods that people need. And you know what else they really like? Tea. See this one right here? Sweet and spicy tea. Good Earth. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. John and I drink this. People don't think of, oh boy, I wish I had my favorite tea. And I give them a packet and say, here, try this. What do you think? And I bought a whole box with a bunch of those little boxes. So all I'm doing is exercising that sound judgment, that calmness of mind that the Lord God has given to you and me. If I go into a store, when you go into a store, here's what we need to be. We need to be the calmest person in there. Therefore, we have an awareness and look around. What are the needs of people? Are they panicking? Is this person nervous? Does that one seem to need help? We need to be the kindest, and we need to be the smartest. Jesus said, be wise as serpents, but harmless as doves. A serpent would be like a little lizard. It was found in kings' palaces, right? Didn't have great power, but it was so sneaky or subtle, it would get in there. Yeah, you need to use your gift wisely and subtly. And here's the thing. We're in a pandemic, and people are dying, and you should be praying. But this pandemic is not about you and me. It's not about my wife. It's not about us. It's about how Jesus wants to reach others through this crisis. And I'll tell you what, the more the mainstream media causes panic in the streets, so to speak, the more the doors open. So now when I go see these people that are getting to know me, oh, it's good to see you. Some of them like to talk too much, but that's life. Now I can say, okay, what areas of your life need prayer? How can I bless you in prayer? And I keep a little chart. John and I pray. I'm going to follow up with them. It's that simple, okay? Be wise as serpent, harmless as doves. Remember, don't sell it for $1 a sheet on the street. If you have an elderly neighbor that really needs a roll, throw them one, will you? But be practical and spiritual at the same time. God bless you. I'll see you again soon. Ciao.